Recording in progress.
Okay, good night, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to the September 27th, 2022 meeting at 6:30, at 6:45 p.m. We got a little tied up there in another meeting. I'd like to call the meeting to order. If we could all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty for all.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of September 13th.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Abstain.
Joe says aye. And we are on community relations, announcements, and open forum.
From the library, special film screening and discussion, Cycle of Memory, that's Thursday, September 29th at 6 p.m. at Dexter Hall. Join dementia-friendly Charlton for a special screening of Cycle of Memory. This is a new award-winning documentary about two siblings' cycle adventure to find the memories their grandfather lost to Alzheimer's. The film is 72 minutes long and will be followed by the questions and answers with the filmmaker Alex Leff. Genealogy group, genealogy myth and legend presentation. That's Thursday, October 6th from 6:30 to 7:30 at the community meeting room. Presenter Mike Brophy will be explaining some of the popular fiction about genealogy and family history.
Very good. Thank you. Do we have any other community relations announcements or anyone in open forum? No one in the queue? No.
No, we're good.
Hearing none, saying none. So moving on to new business. Oh, scheduled appointments.
Don't have any.
Alrighty.
Then now we can move on to new business. Setting the trick-or-treat date and hours.
It's that time.
Dan, this is gonna be hard on you. This is, you're gonna make the kids. What?
I'm amenable to whatever you want.
All right. So it's that time of the year when the board is asked to set the date and time for trick-or-treating. Halloween is Monday, October 31st, 2022. Normal trick-or-treat hours are 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. During COVID, the board had voted to change the hours to 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Last year, the board voted the hours to be 5 to 7:30 p.m. Chief Dowd approves as well that we would leave the times up to the board. Also invite the board members to join the employees on October 31st at 11 a.m. when the children from the library come over to the town hall in their costumes for trick-or-treat. Employees do their best to make this a fun event for children to dress up as well as pass out candy. So what are the wishes of the board on Halloween?
You guys think either 5 to 7 or 5:30 to
Through the
7:30?
chair, I like the 5 to 7, I like the earlier, the 5 to 7:30 because it's still light out and the earlier ends because we can,
My only comment to this, some people work until 5, so by the time they get home, either one is fine with me.
I don't think we should overthink it.
Does it really
Do you want-
matter?
do you want it later?
whether
Do you want 5
Does
to
it really
8?
matter if
Or
it's 5 to
5:30.
8 or?
Or 5 to 8.
It's
also.
it's kind of a directional thing anyway. You know what? Why don't we just say 5 to 7:30?
Yeah. That's
I'd make a motion that it's 5 to 7:30.
I second the motion.
And again, for those at home, we're really not policing this. This just allows the parents to say, look, at around 7 o'clock, it's going to start to get dark, et cetera. Let's get the little kids off the street because there's obviously a lot of cars around, et cetera. So again, this is just a directional thing. But anyway.
There's a motion and a second. Do I hear, I'll take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Chair says aye. Any opposed? No. Unanimous.
Have fun, kids.
All right.
And Chief Dowd, who I understand will be giving out full-size candy bars at the police station, no, that's not true?
No, full, but
Oh, yes.
Candy for some people.
That's budget item number 12. Yeah.
There's cheapest candy for some people that night and bracelets for others.
So request for 4 1,000-gallon above-ground propane tanks for the winterization of the concrete plant at 53 Sturbridge Road, which we all know is the Amazon site.
I Attached is a request from Blue Water Property Group to store 4 1,000-gallon above-ground propane tanks for the winterization of the concrete plant at the Amazon site. The application has been reviewed and approved by Fire Inspector Dennis Carlson. As the board is the issuing authority for this license, we would recommend that you approve it.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Chair votes aye. None opposed. So that, we already voted on it, but that's the winterizing of the concrete plant so they can keep operating during the winter, correct?
Yes.
Correct, they're not just storing it.
No, keep it warm.
Yeah, I would think. All right. Knights of Columbus, request for a Tootsie Roll Drive.
The Knights of Columbus Charlton Council, 11379, is seeking to conduct a Tootsie Roll Drive to benefit children with special needs and disabilities. They would like to set up a voluntary toll road on Saturday, October 8th, 2022, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the corner of Main Street and Masonic Home Road. This request has been forwarded and approved by Police Chief Dowd, contingent upon the following safety precautions. All volunteers must wear bright-colored vests, yellow, orange, green, or red, while soliciting donations. Orange traffic cones must be set out on Main Street and Masonic Home Road for a distance of not less than 50 feet on each respective way prior to reaching the toll station. A minimum of 5 traffic cones on each roadway should be put in place at a distance no greater than 10 feet apart. And signs warning voluntary toll road ahead must be erected on both Masonic Home Road and Main Street, not less than 75 feet from the toll collection area. Should the board approve this request, I'd ask you to consider including Chief Dowd's recommendations in the motion.
So moved with the chief's recommendation.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. None opposed. Unanimous. That brings us to request for a one-day alcoholic beverage license at the Overlook for the Fall Festival.
Attached are 2 applications submitted by the Overlook community for a special alcoholic beverage license and traffic control management permit to be used during their annual Fall Festival on October 1st, 2022, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 88 Masonic Home Road. The applications were forwarded to the Police Chief, Building Commissioner, and Fire Chief. Police Chief Dowd has approved the application. The Building Commissioner and Fire Department are still working with the applicants for the needed documentation. Per the board's policy, if a special alcoholic beverage license is approved, the dates on the license should be the day before and the day after the event to allow for setup and cleanup. The recommended motion would be to approve the special alcoholic beverage license contingent on approval of all departments.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion, or no? No? Dan, you've had no problem with these people over the years, I'm sure.
No, they've been great every year.
Yeah, I bet. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Chair says aye. Unanimous. Now we are on to committee reports. Since there's no old business, let's put that.
No committee reports?
Looks like we're going down to the TA report.
Now we're down to TA goals and objectives, or?
We'll do the report.
Nothing.
So just
Nope,
the.
town administrator's report.
All right, just so the one thing I want to bring up, for anybody who may have opted out of the town's community aggregation program in the past, National Grid just announced their electricity supply rates for next year, or for the winter months, and it's about 3 times what it typically is, going up from basically an 11-cent rate right now to 33.9 cents per kilowatt hour, starting in November. Right now, through December, the town's community aggregation rate is 10.316 cents, increasing to 15.5 cents January 1st. So significant savings from what the proposed National Grid rate is. I just want to put the word out there to the residents that may not currently be enrolled in the program to kind of review that and take advantage to any opportunity you can to save on electricity expenses this fall,
But-
or this winter.
No, that's good, but even that is, I don't think we're at 11 cents right now, I think we're probably around 13, but even if they can cap it at 15, you're saving a little bit, but.
We're at 10,316 now.
The community
Oh,
aggregation
yeah.
rate is 10,316.
All right.
The national grid rate currently is about 11.3.
Yeah. So whereas the CEA goes up by about 50%, which itself is
Right.
strange, the standard national grid rate is exponentially larger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's important to point out, I think, for anyone who has questions about it, this is only so far as the supplier of your electricity, not the maintenance. So if there are any issues that require maintenance, that would still be handled by National Grid.
It's a supplier portion of your electric bill, which is now like 3 pages, and you almost need to be.
Yeah.
And you can tell if you're enrolled in it by actually looking at your bill, and it'll actually say Charlton Supplier on it, if you're enrolled. If not,
Oh, does it?
yeah.
Or a different supplier,
Yeah.
if you have somebody else.
Right, oh, somebody else.
But we have that website out there off the town's page that you can look at for questions too. Cool.
So good. Other business unknown at time of posting.
Yeah, I don't have any.
I got nothing.
You got nothing? I just wanted to say, I could have done that in open forum, but since now I have glasses, I wore this sweatshirt tonight. This is the Break the Silence sweatshirt. I bought it at the Beagle Club, and the Beagle Club Break the Silence is suicide awareness and mental health issues. And over the last, I want to say, 12, 15 years, they've raised probably $140,000 at the Charlton Beagle Club alone for their motorcycle rides. It was, so the $40 investment was well worth the cost. Just kind of wanted to bring that up. It wasn't like a last minute dress issue for me that I had to wear the hoodie, because I knew I wouldn't be overdressed, because Bill's always here. Anyway.
Trying to figure out what time goes best with the white hoodie.
All right.
All right.
Next meeting announcement, October 4th. We don't have a meeting on October 4th.
We do. We recalibrated our October schedule due to conflicting.
There was some vacation times coming up, et cetera, so
Yep.
we bumped it up to the first Tuesday in October.
So we don't have a meeting on the 11th.
Correct.
Oh, that's even.
Yes.
Yep.
No, it's
So-
4:40.
Don't be
I'll be
too
on the plane
excited.
at 5 a.m.
Yep.
on the 12th.
The
Yeah.
fourth,
No,
primarily, you'll be
that.
meeting with Finance Committee
It could be
to,
problematic. It could be problematic. I have to check if Yom Kippur actually starts at sundown on the 4th.
And I may have to dial in, because I might be going down to Stanford for work, but. yeah.
On the 4th?
Yeah. But if we have a quorum anyway, it's fine. I mean, I'll give my thoughts.
But I saw a post for, in the paper today for, there's a liquor license.
Yeah,
They
this is
were
the
asked to
one-
come here on the 4th. Yeah.
that was
yeah.
the one item of business that we needed to
Yeah.
schedule out. But as long as we can get 3.
That'd be good.
I'd like
It's
to
okay.
keep it on the 4th.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't be there that night.
All right. Make sure you get a copy of the budget so you can give me any
Yeah,
feedback.
I'll do the same.
Okay.
Okay, so, Mr. Chairman, if there's nothing else for anybody, I'll make a
No.
motion to go into executive session under MGL Chapter 38, Section 21A, Number 3, discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation with the police union only. If an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body, and the chair so declares, and to reconvene to open session if needed, and to adjourn.
I second.
That was quick.
Roll call.
All in favor?
Roll
Aye.
call.
It's roll call. Basha?
Aye.
Patsy?
Aye.
David?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Chair says aye.
Cool.
We are now back in executive session.
Thanks, Drew. Brad, thanks for coming.